this episode is for us who are feeling down right now, who may not be having a midlife crisis, but more like a day life crisis, where you're questioning every single decision you've made that has led to this moment right now. Like, what the fuck did I do? So that's today's episode. With that being said, welcome to another episode of Manomenes Go. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, and I think the weather's matching that as well. Like, I'm here at the park, and the sea, the ocean, I don't even know what it is. Like, the waves are very strong. They're very like in a. So it's definitely reflecting the emotions that I'm feeling inside. So with that being said, subscribe, comment, like, share, so you guys can support this podcast, so you can make me feel a bit better. And yeah, just to support the podcast. So I do want to get to 250 subscribers by the end of October. I am going to be posting these videos hopefully by the end of this week, which means tomorrow. And yeah, with that being said, let's start the episode. So yeah, day life crisis. I think a lot of us have those moments, or at least I'm someone who can go into las profundidades of an emotion. I can feel things very like profusely, is that the word? Like profoundly. And I could get stuck in there. You know, como El Canto de la Sirena, where like they're like singing to you so you could like drown in the water and they can kill you. Yeah. I tend to go into a lot of those, but thankfully, working on myself, working on my mindset, those moments are very, very very rare now, or at least I'm able to acompañarme and like choose differently, redirect, and not be there completely. I've been crying and my boogers are like coming down. I'm gonna use a paper that I have for my empanada. But yeah, and so those, I forgot where I was, but those day life crises where like you're questioning, it's happening today, and it's I was trying really hard not to go there. And even like thinking about it like makes you cry, because that's what I was reflecting of. Like, there's so much gratitude of like of what I've done, where I'm at, where I could go, possibilities, infinite possibilities. And but then there's also those moments of fuck, I don't like where I am. I'm like, I don't like where I am. I'm doing all I can, and I was recording another video before this one, and I started crying, and I was like, I'm not gonna cry in this one. Oh man, Andrea. But I forgot where I was again. But I think I was like saying about I was not liking the moments of like where I am, and it makes you question a lot of things, because like as if you really like working on this personal development, like even you have these moments that you want to give up. It's like, I can't give up. If I give up, I know what life I'm gonna live. And if I keep going, I know what type of life I could like. That's a lot of like what is, a lot of like daydreaming, or a lot of like you don't know when it's gonna happen and whatnot. But the other one, where you don't do the things, like it's like, fuck, I'm gonna be working a minimum wage job if I don't get my shit together. I'm gonna be, if I could be in this same job that I'm in right now. Like, fuck, I don't want to be working 48 hours a week and getting minimum wage, and then just do that like over and over and over again for years. Like, I can't do that. So all you get to do is keep going, right? But it doesn't take like these human emotions of like, we want change, and we want change fast. And something I've learned recently is like, or I was reminded of, is that things take time. And as much as we want to do quantum leaps, like, things take time. Because, for example, and this goes with the gratitude part of like these past 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, 11 days, I've been waking up early. I've been waking up by the time that I said, but it varies from 7:45 to 8, 8:11, 6:44. It varies, but I choose when I want to wake up, and I wake up at that time. And for me, that was a quantum leap of like from one day to another, but it wasn't one day from I feel like I'm talking funny. But it wasn't from one day to another because I've been struggling to wake up early for the past like my whole life, really. There's been times when I've woken up early. I was just thinking about it on like it was probably like 2019, yeah, probably 2019 of like I woke up for almost a whole semester, like a 5 in the morning, and then a summer when I was working at a camp. I also woke up at 5 in the morning almost every day, and like those were one of the best moments in my life of like waking up early. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is so awesome. But then I had a relapse and then never went back to it. And so now that right now that I'm in my 11th day of waking up early, it's kind of like yes, we got this. Like, oh my gosh, this is a celebration. This is something we've been wanting to do for such a long time. We literally talked about it like 2 weeks ago. Like, I want to start waking up early, and maybe like October's energy of like starting like numerologicamente. It's a one, so it's like okay, new beginnings, like you start like emprendimientos, new habits. So maybe it had to do with that. There could be a lot of factors. There was one specifically that made me kind of like do the switch and kind of like triggered it. Like I've been working on myself. I've been working with myself with that. But I think the thing that triggered it was the day prior, October 1st, so September 30th. Pretty long story short, I did a course, and that course you could win the giveaways of MacBooks, and I was like, I'm gonna win on Wednesday. So I was like, I was living my day as if I already won and having an amazing day, right? So I went to sleep pretty good. In the morning, I decided I wake up early. I was like, okay, I have time to work out. I have time to eat breakfast. I do all those things. I'm jamming to my spiritual music. I'm like, yo soy magia, solo soy magia, yeah. And I'm there singing, I'm jamming, and I'm driving to work, and then I'm like jamming to music. I'm like, okay, we got this. This is an amazing day. Da 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 da. And I started listening to a podcast, and then 12 comes, class starts, and I said, long story short, this is I'm telling the long story, but 12 p.m. comes, I'm listening to the class, and I'm working, so it's kind of like a struggle. I'm just starting working, so I'm like listening to the thing in full volume, or kind of full volume, and I'm like waiting for them to see the VIP, the winner, and then they call the person and it's not me, so I'm like, fuck, what the heck, I was supposed to win. And then she doesn't answer. I'm okay, this is my opportunity. They call somebody else, they almost don't answer, but they answer. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, side note, I did like a whole thing to tell me if I'm gonna win, and they told me I was gonna win, and I'm like, why'd you lie to me? Why'd you lie to me? So that was kind of like the main reason why I was like, we got this. It's gonna be an amazing day. I want a MacBook. And I ended up not winning. So I was obviously a bit disappointed, but also kind of like, what was the probability exactly for me to win? And so I was like, okay. I was like reflecting. I was on my way home. I was like, but like, why? Why would it tell me? Why would it tell me that I won? And why would it tell me that I won? So I was like thinking about it, like, I think it's seen as in the most optimistic way. It's like, you know, I woke up early. I had time to exercise. I had time to eat breakfast. I had such a great day expecting like something amazing was gonna happen. Why can't I just live that way every single day, expecting something amazing is gonna happen? And if it doesn't matter because I already had a great day, you know? And like if something amazing happened, miracle, like something I didn't expect happens, something extraordinary, then like that's just a bonus. That's like the cherry on top, right? So that got me like thinking, and I was like, okay, okay. So I'm like, okay. The next morning, I woke up at I believe 7:44. After that, the next day, I put my alarm at whatever time I woke up at that same time, and every single day since then, whatever alarm I put, I wake up at that time, and I meditate, I exercise, and I eat breakfast, and it's such a crazy thing because again, it's from like one day to another. I'm like waking up early, I'm not struggling, like listening to my body. I'm like, okay, I started my period, I'm gonna sleep a bit more, and I wake up the time that I say. It's not like, oh, man, like I'm not struggling, and it's so crazy as Andrea from like literally a month ago who was doing like I had class every single day for the past 33 days, literally like 2 months. Put it 2 months. It's probably been like 2 months because it was like late August or something like that, and it's already October, so it's like literally 2 months. In that class, I had to wake up at 9 in the morning. Class started at 9 in the morning, and I will wake up 5 minutes before the class, and I was so fucking sleepy, and I did not want to wake up. It was like literally dragging myself out of bed so I could start class. And I just think that Andrea was like literally a couple weeks ago, literally 2 weeks ago, I was struggling to wake up, and now October 11th, I wake up by the time I want to wake up. And again, it's not like from one day to another, so I went into a whole loophole. But that was where I'm saying like gratitude and like things can change and like infinite possibilities. But then we also have moments of like, this is not the life I want to live. Like, I don't want to be like, there's gratitude, but I also don't want to be complacent of like, okay, like this is it. Like, because I know this is not it, and I'm so grateful that at the age of 24, almost turning 25, I'm not in this like I want to do better, at least I'm not like in my 40s, like how my parents were. Like my dad, I see my dad is like, man, this dude has worked like 70, 80 hours a week, and like for I don't know how many weeks in a row, just to just to survive, just to pay rent and like be able to like give us the things that we asked or that we needed and whatnot. And it's like, man, I don't wanna, like I'm like, I'm living this life right now for the past 2 weeks. It hasn't even been that long. But it's like, man, how have they been able to do that for such a long time? Like, it's so crazy. And again, gratitude. I'm so grateful for them because it's like, man, they sacrificed so much, and I wish they had like the time to come to the park and enjoy like just a view, just like after work, or take a salsa class, or whatever it is, just so that they could enjoy themselves, so that they could enjoy this life. And I'm here crying like just 2 weeks into this job. I'm like, I don't want to work there no more. Like, what the heck? But like, I feel like we're in this time where we don't have to live this way anymore. We don't have to live this way. So like, I'm like questioning myself, like, what do I need to do different? What do we as like individuals have to do differently so we can start living the life that we want? And it's so crazy that I'm gonna put this up in on YouTube because my emotions fluctuate so much. It's like I'm crying and then I'm smiling and then I'm crying. But like, these are like this is just a reminder for like myself and for those who can relate. I'm like, we are gonna have this day life crisis where like we're questioning like what are things gonna happen, what are things gonna fucking change. Like, I've been doing this and I've been doing that and I've been doing, and honestly I still don't know what the fucking answer is. Like, I don't know what the answer is. I'm like, what do I have to do differently? Like yes, I could start posting more on Instagram, yes, I could be more consistent, and like, but they told me like if I do this, like my life is gonna change. Like, if you just take the first step, things are gonna change. And I guess things have changed internally. Like, I've changed so much, and sometimes I don't even remember like who I was before, but I was different. But externally, externally, I still feel like it's the same shit. And I think that's like what we have to talk about when like we want to do things differently, because that could be so aggravating, could be so frustrating, could be like, what the fuck, it's like, when is it my turn, and know that you're not alone, know that we got this. And I think this was a reminder for myself, this was a reminder for anybody who's watching and who can relate, because like these midlife crisis, I don't even know what I said before, like it's such a pain in the ass, but these are just human emotions, like spirit, like, in spiritual terms. Like, I know like this stage is gonna pass. I know that I'm gonna look back and it's like, remember, Jerry, when you were crying in the park because you couldn't stand like 2 weeks working at this job. And it's like, it's gonna be funny. It's like, yeah, here's what you've been asking for. And I think that's the craziest thing though. This is what I was, and I'm sorry I'm going all over the place, but this is where I was thinking about with like the waking up early, because this is something I've been wanting. This has been a goal of mine, like waking up early. And now that it's here, it's like, it's here. Like, did my life change drastically? No, but it's an achievement. It's something I've been wanting to change forever. So it's like, it's also scary to see that when the things that you do want are here, and it hasn't make much of a difference. It's scary to know, like, if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and like people are following and actually engaging in my podcast, I wonder how much of it is gonna change. I know, like, if I'm making money, this is more of a stable thing. It's definitely gonna show up externally in a different way. Like, my life is gonna be different in that sense. But internally, I wonder how it's gonna be, because I feel like right now I'm okay. Like, I could see things. I could see how the emotions are of like gratitude, and then when I'm feeling bad, I could see like, okay, I need to work on this. I need to work on that. I need to remember. I need to center myself again, right? So I don't think I'm that like far off of like myself. Sorry that I'm like cleaning my boogers in the episode. And so I think I'm good in that sense. So if any changes come like that, I think I'm gonna be okay. But it's definitely interesting to kind of like see how it plays out in the future. Cause my life's gonna change. That's for sure. My life's gonna change. I know it. I'm just waiting for the moment. I'm not even waiting. I'm just trying to see what changes I need to make, like perspective wise, mindset wise, belief wise, like anything that's blocking me. Like, what do I need to change, or like just like let go, so that the changes happen, so the things that I desire come to me. And I think that's the thing, because that's something I've been learning with my students. Like, no nos tenemos que esforzar. I think esforzar is not about like, you don't have to work, or you don't have to put in the work, or like to take the action to get the things that you want. It's more of like, you don't have to forget about yourself. No te tienes que olvidar de ti misma. You still have to take care of yourself and your body, because I think your body's a temple. A lot of centering and like being aware, listening to your body, all those things. I think that's what we mean. Like, no nos esforzamos in that sense, and that also not putting ourselves into burnout, so that we don't end up in another life crisis of what the fuck, what actions did I take to get here. So yeah, I think it's such an interesting experience throughout this whole process. It's definitely not gonna be the last one, and there's probably gonna be way more to come. And I just want to share that, because it could be very frustrating living those and sometimes could turn into week life crises, and yeah, sometimes we feel like we're alone and nobody understands us. And it's like, I'm putting in the work. I start putting in the work, but I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on. I swear I'm putting in the work, but things take time. We got trust the process. And this was literally last episode's theme of like, I'm just trusting. This job came effortlessly, and I choose it, and like I'm there, and I'm like, I don't want to be there. Today, I burned my hand. You can't really see it, but I burned my hand like right here, and I think that's what triggered it today, honestly, because I'm like, why am I here? Like, I have a college degree. I went to college. I graduated a year early. So I have a bachelor's. I could get a job somewhere where I get paid like $20 an hour. Like, why am I here? And not to like lower the job or anything like that, but it's like, my parents brought me here for a better future. Like, why am I working at a kitchen for $15 an hour? And burning myself, like, this is just one burn. But yesterday I cut my finger, so every time I wash wash the dishes, it hurts. I got scratches and other burns, like smaller ones, like throughout my arm, and it's like, why am I here? And the ladies are so nice. I'm so grateful for them, because I don't think I would have survived if like they weren't helpful and patient with me, because I'm like, that's this one day I was like dying because I had my period, and for those who know like what really bad cramps are, like chills and vomiting and all those stuff, man, it's so annoying getting your period at work, and someone's just like looking at me while they're walking, like, look the other way. Like, why you gotta stare at me? But yeah, and I was like, can I please go home? I'm dying. And then when they told me yes, I left, and I started crying, because I don't know if it was like me being afraid of asking, and then also too, like, the pain was so bad where I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna die. And the pain wasn't even that bad as compared as other times. I didn't vomit this time. There's times where I just vomit and then the pain kind of goes away, or sometimes it stays, and it's like, it just varies really. But and then I had to work afterwards too at my other job, and I'm like, this is too much. But yeah. These are just the feelings, and I'm just like acompañando the emotions that come, and like just feeling them, because it's human. It's a human emotion. It's okay. This too shall pass. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna make some conchas. It's a Mexican bread, and then I'm gonna go back to work, because that's what we gotta do. And I'm gonna continue working on the podcast. I'm gonna continue posting more on social media, and just like trying to see the sign that God, universe, spirit guides are sending me, and like, Andrea, we have to do this, you have to do this, and I'm like, where? So I'm gonna try to see that sign, and like, so we could do another quantum leap of like, I don't have to work there anymore. But yeah, I'm sending love to all of those who can relate, who are having their day life crises, and know that the things that you're doing are not in vain, that enjoy the moments when you're doing great in those mornings, and that don't let these emotions don't let these emotions overtake you with all the progress and success and wins and achievements that you've had, because it's so easy to go there. It's so easy to either victimize ourselves and be like, oh my god, but this and this happened to me, and me. It's valid feeling it like here and there, but at the end of the day, we are responsible for the life that we are creating. And Andrea from the past, like, made certain decisions that led her here, but also Andrea from the past also made amazing decisions that have led her here as well. Like, now I wake up early, and now I exercise, and now, I'm like trying to learn something new, and trying to go somewhere better instead of a 9 to 5 that I'm also gonna hate, because I'm a Sagittarius. Like my thing is adventure and like trying new things and learning new things. And it's like, if I get a 9 to 5, it has to have those qualities. So if you're hiring, let me know, because I will apply. But yeah, I'm sending you so much love. Have amazing. If you need to cry, cry. If it's raining, dance in the rain. If not, just dance in your room and like put a song that you love and just dance to it. Like that makes me feel good. There's a practice I've been learning from my soul, like just dancing. Sometimes you don't even have to dance like ooh, it's working. Like sometimes you just gotta like move and like let your body. Deja que tu cuerpo resuelva. Literally, deja que tu cuerpo resuelva. But yeah, I'm so excited for what's to come. I know this is not a long-term thing. We got a couple weeks left to go, but things are gonna be changing, and this is like the third time I'm saying it, sending you so much love, the changes that you want to have, that you want to make happen, and keep going, as annoying and cliche as it sounds. Like keep going, because I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully we're in the same, or if you're further or been behind in this journey, then like I'm so excited to like hear from you, like I did this and I did that and I did this and I did this quantum leap and blah blah blah, and I, even with all the obstacles that come our way, it's like we still got to accomplish a lot of things and celebrate those wins. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, because that supports the podcast, that supports me. That's gonna bring me so much joy. And yeah, have an amazing, beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.